up? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. You know this grind don't stop. We're gonna keep at it. We're gonna keep giving you the real, not that fake, fabricated BS that you hear from the mainstream media. Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Make sure you hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and hit the notifications so that you're able to get in all of my videos. Now, as you know, one of the big, I guess you could say, anticipated situation on All-Star Weekend was amongst many. You had a situation with Michael Jordan, and if he was going to actually be able to attend the NBA 75, being that it was in Cleveland, the home of LeBron James. There was also, to a lesser degree, people wanted to see if LeBron was going to be gunning for the MVP in the NBA All-Star Game. Many people were also seeing if Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan were going to settle their differences, right? Then also people wanted to see if Karl Anthony Towns, what the hell he was doing, and if he could pull off the unthinkable, in which he did, being the first big man to win the three-point contest. But the biggest thing in many people's eyes that people were really paying attention to was the crumbled relationship and grudges still being, or grudge, I should say, still being held between Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen, former Celtics, as well as Rajon Rondo. Now, let me just say this right here. Now, Ray Allen doesn't have any. What's up with it, Winleaf? I see you in the building. H-Town in the building. H-Town. Now, Ray Allen, I just want to make this very clear, because I think people think that Ray Allen has some sort of beef or feel some type of way about the situation. Ray Allen is over the situation and has been over the situation, even though there was a time period in which him being the odd man out, even going back in the days when they were actually in the Celtics uniform still playing, there was still some sort of grudges going on, because a lot of people felt that, and this is how I feel, a lot of people felt that with the beef that was going on between Rajon Rondo and Ray Allen, a lot of people felt that. What's up, True Viking Queen? I see you in the building too. I'm sorry. Um, a lot of people felt that KG and Paul Pierce should have came to Ray Allen's defense because he was the elder statesman. He had been in the league for quite some time, and also, he had more cachet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at that time, Ray Allen was seen as pretty much the best shooter in the NBA, or a lot. Everybody thought that he had the best jumper. That's been well documented. Now we all know the situation, and if you lived during that time, or you know what was going on, or really paid attention, you know that what KG was doing on his show that he had for a brief time period on Area 21, you'll know that he was taking his shots, still holding grudges, about the situation with Ray Allen in terms of free agency and being able to explore his own options and weigh his options and actually make the decision on his options that he had going from Boston, to Miami. And many people felt that it was a similar situation that was going on with KG. Gotta let that go. Yeah, absolutely, Green. He gotta let that. He let it go. But I'm gonna get to that now. All of this was really about pride, also about I guess you'd say brotherhood, if you will. And KG is like a loyal cat. That's why I like KG so much. He was one of my favorite players to watching everything. I mean, what can you say? In terms of the position, the power forward position, talent wise and skill wise, athleticism wise, he was on another level. I always thought that raw talent wise and uh, natural ability and that wise, he was always head and shoulders above Tim Duncan. But in terms of actually getting it done and achievement wise, then of course Tim Duncan blows KG out of the water. And his his most, but also having a better team that helps as well. Now, having said all of that, KG, it's like Greenleaf, what he just said, gotta let it go, man. You gotta let it go. And Paul Pierce has posted a picture on social media with him, Ray Allen, and of course KG when they were doing the NBA 75 player announcement at the All Star game, and people are wondering if this relationship. And I want to give a shout out to Too Raw for TV because I think he touched on this first and was the one that was able to bring this to light to people. Now, people are wondering if this relationship is going to be mended, if this relationship is going to be repaired, because it's really not um, Ray Allen or even Paul Pierce, because Paul Pierce and Ray Allen have talked since then. But people want to know, why is KG still holding a grudge after something that took place well, damn near 14 years ago. We're talking about 2008. Hey, we're in 2022 right now. You understand what I mean? So listen, I'm of the notion to look, get out whatever you need to get out. KG, you're a grown ass man, and also we got to realize that both of these players have went through some traumatic experiences off the floor. Ray Allen, he had an accident, that could have ultimately cost his life, and then to a lesser degree, KG, he was going through some situation with his wife and or now ex-wife and everything, and a divorce and a rocky marriage and things of that nature and stuff. So sometimes, man, that can. What I'm saying is my point is that can add fuel to the fire, and that can make you react emotion, emotionally wise to to different situations in which a destroyed relationship like this. Look, stuff is gonna happen, man. If you have teammates, you might be going through a situation in which you play basketball or you play football or you played a particular sport, whatever sport that you played, but y'all were teammates and y'all were brothers and everything, and it might have been a situation where something happened in behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know about or whatever, and y'all might go to an event or something like that, and y'all meet up, and one guy's on one side of the room, the other guy's on one side of the room or whatever, and everybody clearly notices the difference. I think with this situation, everybody clearly noticed the difference, and this is even bigger than Charles Barkley and MJ, if you really want to be honest, because people know about that situation, but I think more people were more interested in this situation in comparison to that one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just basing that off of off of what I see. But KG has to let this go, man. He has to let it go. And Rajon Rondo too, because he's gonna get the smoke too. Now, see, Rajon Rondo was young. You know, we all know what type of competitive person that Rajon Rondo is. And also Rajon Rondo has had a reputation for not being very um liked in terms of just a great person to be around and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a very intelligent person, and usually when a person is very intelligent or they're smart, get they're gifted intellect wise. Sometimes it's hard to have a conversation with that person. Especially when you don't see things from their perspective. That and I'm not and look, I'm not putting these guys in the same line, but that's like a lot of the case with a guy like Kyrie Irving, who a lot of people, they see as an intelligent guy and stuff like that. But they he might be perceived as misunderstood. But you know that right there, you could slice that and you could dissect that, because guess what? That that can't always be the case, because they felt like Allen Iverson was misunderstood. But in all of this though, and in all honesty, KG has KG has to let it go. Um, to me, he was the emotional leader, the heart and soul of that Celtics team. You know, uh, they only won one championship, but that championship it meant a lot because for them to be able to do it the way that they did, with the doubt and everything like that, and they set the bar high too as well in terms of that situation because it was like when they first got there, many people were wondering if they were able to get it done right away, and they proved people wrong, and they were able to do that. And you saw, the big three try to come together in Miami, and guess what? The bar was set so high and everything, and they were even comparing. They were like, well, they didn't do what the Celtics did. They, it took them a year and everything like that. They had set that bar. But I think what a lot of people also forget too is how important Ray Allen was to that squad. Yes, Paul Pierce was extremely important. KG, of course, especially him. You want to talk about an anchor and a linebacker on defense. I know many people talk about Draymond Green and stuff like that. Hey, look at KG. KG was a linebacker on defense. You said KG could not get it done when he had Marbury and Spreewell. Well, look, that situation right there, it was there was many different things going on in Minnesota, but KG, he had missed the playoffs several a couple times when he was in Minnesota, and then also what we have to realize is that Minnesota wasn't really they weren't doing their best to ensure the talent around him that was going to last and stuff. Because you got to remember, guys were going in and out and everything. Like you said, Marbury wasn't working out with that team. We all know how Marbury was. Just respect to Marbury and everything. But in terms of his championship pedigree, he didn't have that type of mindset that KG had. KG, that's why KG was able at one point in time sign the biggest contract in NBA history, be more legends. So we can sit up here and we can say, yeah, KG didn't get it done and all that other stuff, but that all didn't fall on KG. A big portion of it, may have fell on his shoulders, but KG was that guy doing everything that he could. See, a lot of y'all look at KG, the Boston KG. No, go back and look at KG when he was playing with Farragut in Chicago in high school, coming out of high school. This guy was pretty much revolutionizing the power with the help of others too. You know what I'm saying? Like C Webb and stuff like that, which I don't think C Webb gets enough credit and stuff. The power forward being that mobile position. One could even argue a guy like James Worth, you know, but I'm talking about being able to do everything. Uh, the power forward also being able to be that point forward because Weber could pass so good. KG could pass the ball pretty good, but he was better at you know shot making and you know he would handle the rock with occasion. He handled the rock more when he was in high school and everything. But KG did a lot for that team. I mean, a whole lot. Being able to flash out on the perimeter. There weren't very many 7-footers that were doing that. Duncan would do it on occasion, especially when you talk about defending the high pick and roll and stuff. He would do it on occasion, but when you talk about KG and being able to step out on the perimeter and stuff like that, when you look at Aiden, a guy like Aiden, looking at a guy like Giannis and stuff like that, KG was doing that. I'm talking about guys that were 6'10" above, 7 foot. So you know everybody has their own opinion on that. Hold on one second, guys. But KG has to let that go. He gotta let it go, man. And this just doesn't apply to KG or the Ray Allen situation, man. Even with the man, I wish these guys, man, would just get out all the grudges, everything that they got, all in their mind, man, and just hash everything out. Whether it's, Pippen and the Jordan situation, man, whether it's you know, MJ and Charles Barkley, even Ewing and Oakley. You know, that's a situation that, I think people wanted to see too, because Oakley was real vocal about what was taking place. Life is too short. And then, you might say, well, I don't care about, if that guy lives and dies or something like that, because people do actually say shit like that. Or you don't care about whether that person is sick or something like that. Some people will, some people will sit up there and have the audacity to say, well, yeah, such and such, he deserved what he got and stuff like that. And it shouldn't be like that, man. It shouldn't be like that. Life is too short for something such as basketball, which is gonna basketball and money, because to a degree, you know what I'm saying? Because when you think about the situation, he got a family to feed, just like he does, and just because he didn't want to play for Boston anymore. I mean, you got to let that go. Now on the court, you can feel some type of way because you're supposed to be competitors, but as a grown man, you got to be able to let that shit go for real. Like that, it's doesn't make any sense. It's like if when guys feel a type of way because maybe that guy embarrassed that guy or something like that, or they may have gotten to a little heated argument or something like that, and because the argument had carried over and got so intense, you don't want to talk to that guy no more. Man, stuff like that, you gotta let it go. And like I said, I I still like KG. You know, and really, it's not a matter of me liking him or anything like that. We gotta look at the principle of everything. Like Ray John Rondo. I don't take too well to his personality, but I think he's a great player. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he was healthy before the injuries and all that other stuff. But Ray John Rondo is at fault too. But I think more people are looking at KG because he was the emotional leader, especially when he was there. And then once they left, you know what I'm saying, it was Ray John Rondo that pretty much had carried the torch. Once they left. What's up with it, Think Tank? I see you in the building, man. ATL, stand up. You gotta let shit like this go, man. You know what I'm saying? And this applies to people that are holding grudges now. Listen, there's people in my family that haven't been speaking in years. And if you really knew what it was about, you'd be like, "Are you serious?" But see, that like you wonder why they look at our people in our culture, in black culture, and they'd be like, "Man, these guys, man, they can't even." they can't even solve solve issues within their own community or within their own family and stuff like that. But we trying to get up on here and advocate for this and advocate for that or whatever. But to a lesser degree, aside from us, the gang culture stuff like that, the drug game stuff like that, us killing each other, all that other stuff. To a lesser degree, us holding grudges, us getting into it, us being combative with one another, us not letting shit go and all this other stuff. That's why they don't really take us serious. Yeah, it's really petty. It's like when Kobe and Shaq were beefing. Guess who stepped in? It took Bill Russell to say, "Hey, enough of this," and he did it in front of the world because you don't understand that. Like you have parties that are cool with one another, but because these guys ain't cool with each other, then it's like, well, you know what? Uh, I'm not gonna talk to him because he's associated with him or whatever. And then it's like, man, look, I'm cool with both of y'all. I'm cool with both of y'all. All right, y'all got to settle this right here and right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that big of a deal, and it hits home too. It's just like when you got two different alphas that, and regardless of what we want to see, man, what's it called? Ray Allen was an alpha for his squad because people forget that Ray Allen was a leader when he was at UConn. Ray Allen was the leader when he was at Milwaukee, and Ray Allen was the leader when he was at before the Supersonics decided to move on from him. And then when he got to Boston, I would say he was the I'm not going. He had a lot of people felt like he had a beta personality, but Ray Allen is just the type. You know what I'm saying? To okay, let's handle the let's handle the shit. You know what I'm saying? Behind the scenes, or stuff like that, or he. Some people could actually say that he's kind of passive aggressive. That's what's being heard. But in this situation, because there was stuff that was going on in practice and you know in practices and stuff like that. They were playing keep away from him, and that of course that was by Rondo. Rajon Rondo would pass him, the ball, and you could really see it. That type of stuff. If unless you like have been you play basketball or you've actually played a sport and everything, like you could read body language. You could see that you like something's going on in that locker room, and it was evident. You said if blood wasn't spilled, woman smashed, or kids touched, money stolen, it can be settled. It ain't real beef. Yeah, that's true. And listen, a lot of that's real talk, Tank. Right? No, nobody nobody lost their life, right? Outside of you. Uh, nobody's woman was being messed around with. Nobody no nobody family member was being talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't owe each other money, because that's we could talk about the situation that went on with Gilbert Arenas and that whole situation. Clinton, whatever, in Washington. That was over money and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, you gotta let the situation go. I think that KG, being the type of person that he is, I think that KG, one could argue that KG has more, I guess you could say, more popularity than Ray Allen, even though Ray Allen has a lot of popularity because of his shooting and everything like that. But more people look at cling on to KG because he's that voice. KG has never been one to bite his tongue. I think if KG would just like be like, look, let's bury the hatchet, I think a lot of people would be very proud of KG. I think a lot of people would be very, very proud because this situation is it's not that serious, man. We're talking about a basketball game that is still going to be played when you dead and you gone. We're talking about money that is going to continue to go around and still be spent when you dead and you gone. We're talking about a team and an organization. Well, that's what gets me. Glenn Baby Robinson talk about all this lucky shit, all this other stuff. Man, are you willing to die for lucky? Because I don't think a motherfucker in their right mind is willing to die for quote unquote lucky, especially for an organization that had a big reputation, once upon a time for, let's just call it what it is, racism. But I think that it would be great for the NBA for them to bury the hatchet, just like it was great for Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal to bury a hatchet. Now that right there, to me, that was huge because their beef had always been publicized. Their beef it had dominated the highlights. I mean, I'm sorry about that, not the highlights. It had dominated that, even more so when they weren't Lakers, because you just saw everything. And I think it was in this is my opinion, and this is just from observing everything. I think that was more, Shaq saying, nah, I don't talk to you and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he held it for quite some time. This ain't nothing new. You said that extra ring Ray got kind of made KG bitter too. If he would admit secretly, especially Allen pivotal. Yeah, it did. You said bury the hatchet series. MJ Thomas, KG Rowland, Oakley Barkley. Yeah, Oakley Ewing. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Oakley and Ewing, Barkley and Jordan. That's facts, Tank. But yeah, let me go back to what you had said just now, Tank. Now, I like that right there. That was very key. That's a good ass point you brought up, Tank. That's a good ass point. He needs to admit, okay, yes, I'm feeling salty because you won a championship and everything like that, and move on with it. Just admit it, man. You're a competitor. It's not gonna be. Nobody's gonna judge you for feeling some type of way. It happens, man. Guys feel some type of way, but at the end of the day, life goes on. I'm pretty sure you would have felt, regardless of how you want to feel, KG. If you're listening, man, you know what I'm saying? Because I am a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fanboy or a fanatic, but I'm a fan of his. Regardless of what you want to say, if Ray Allen would have lost his life, in that accident, guess what? You would have felt some type of way. It would eat your ass alive. So what happened, it would eat alive, or it would eat Ray Allen's ass alive. It's not that serious, man. But see, we're so. Oh no, nah, you know what, man? Everybody got all this pride. People won't pick up the phone and call each other. They think that if you pick up the phone and call each other and reach out and extend the olive branch, if you extend the olive branch, guess what? They see that as weakness, and that's not the case, man. Especially when you get like as you get older, no, you realize and you look back at your life and you'll be like, man, why was we beefing over that stupid shit? Like uh I'm about to be had celebrate my birthday on Friday. You know what I'm saying? And there was stuff like if I could take back, concerning another person or a family member or something like that, I'll look at myself and I'll be like, you know what, man, that shit was petty. You know what I'm saying? And I've came to grips with that. There's been times when you've had to face the music. You might have saw somebody that y'all got into a scuffle or something like that over something when you were young or something like that, or y'all got into some sort of confrontation, or even with a family member or something like that. And like, man, you look at that shit and then you look at the person or whatever, and you just like, man, that shit we did, man, that was stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like Think Tank was just saying, look, nobody got killed behind this, or for us to be feeling some type of way. Nobody lost no money. Nobody's girl got disrespected, or you know what I'm saying, touched or anything like that. So what is we taking it to that magnitude for? No, well, it's like, what's the point? And I know I know grown men is going to be grown men. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, it's just like, you know these guys that are involved, like a Rondo and like a like KG and Ray Allen, that situation. But the out the the people that are involved directly, that were in that locker room and stuff like that, they honestly, they not making it. Some of them ain't making the situation no better. And I'm pretty sure Paul Pierce has. Well, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure Paul Pierce has came to KG and been like, look, dog, we gotta let this shit go. I don't feel that Big Baby is making the situation no better, or was not making it better, because I know he dealing with some legal stuff. Which, nah, I ain't even gonna say that. But you know what I'm saying? Let's just say he dealing with some legal stuff. I'm pretty sure you got like a Kendrick Perkins, who could step in and be like, look, man, bury this shit, put the shit to rest. Jacob,
Yo,
what's going on, brother?
shit, sausage, egg, and cheese.
From Whataburger with some with a breakfast on bun.
Nah, I went to Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Yeah.
Ugh,
I know they breakfast all right. It's all right. Think
nasty,
tank. Salute. Green
nasty.
Bay. H-Town. Our H-Town brother.
No, no, no. Yeah, well, yeah, Greenleaf. Yeah.
So give me some good love. Somebody rockin', knocking the green. Do-do-do-do-do.
Now, let's hear it, Jacob. Um,
Mm.
look, I mean, you should have pulled up again last night, but me and Jacob, man, we was on there. Jacob was holding it down with me for almost 9 hours yesterday.
Yeah. We had to keep it for the 9-9. Yeah, I was cleaning, man. Shit, I ain't
Yeah,
cleaned my floors.
yeah. You told me that. You told me that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Then I had to, you know, all that sweating and slaving and all of that shit.
Jacob about to preach, y'all.
Yeah. Over some
Now,
cleaning. Now what? Now this Ray Allen and
yeah, let's hear it because I know you've been wanting to talk about this shit.
now I remember. Can you just briefly reiterate? I kind of remember that they had some kind of little falling out, but I didn't know exactly what it was. Can you reiterate exactly? This was after the championship, right?
Jacob, you be thinking you slick, man. I know what you be doing, and I know why you be doing that.
Well,
Because Jacob be trying to test my knowledge.
how am I testing your knowledge?
Yeah, you do.
I just walked in. I missed.
Nah,
I missed.
Jacob is an intelligent guy. Man. He think, Jacob thinks he's slick. He be like, Polo. That's Cap right there. All right.
Well, I ain't saying nothing to Cap.
Nah, I'll play. All right, I know you. I know you. Now, look, the
It's been a
situation that
minute since they talked about this. Sorry.
right. But the situation was that going into that very next season, Ray Allen it had been rumors about him being traded and everything. He was
Mm-hmm.
amongst trade rumors and everything. So Ray Allen was like at a point where it was like, okay, well I got a decision to make, and I'm gonna weigh my options in terms of trying to get a deal outside of Boston. Now, what amplified it is the fact that, okay, let's take it back to even first. There was stuff that was going on in the locker room and a power struggle between Ray Allen and Rajon Rondo, because Rajon Rondo is involved too. And if you go back and you go look at those games, Jacob, you can clearly see that Rajon Rondo was doing stuff on purpose to try to sabotage Ray Allen.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of not getting him the ball and stuff like that, just because he was feeling some type of way. Now, that right there was poor leadership and also not very good of being a teammate of Rajon Rondo, because he was emerging as becoming the best player, or I should say the most important player on that Celtics team after they had won that championship. Now let's go a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
Ray Allen and Boston, they had been eliminated by Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
With LeBron, and people got to remember that it was a fierce rivalry. Even though KG had respect for LeBron and everything, it was Paul Pierce and LeBron that really did not get along. Like they actually really hated each other to the point where because when LeBron had first came into the league, you got to remember he was really testing LeBron. They would get physical. I don't know if you remember those battles, Jacob. You
Yeah,
know,
I remember more games against the Nets. Um, against
okay.
the Nets and the Nets and the Pacers when they had Metal World Peace fucking with Paul Pierce.
Now, Ethan, listen. Okay, I disagree with you on that. What's he called? Rajon Rondo still has a grudge against Ray Allen. It's Rajon Rondo and it's KG. Paul Pierce Paul Pierce have had conversations. Is the only one that's really had really deep conversations, unless it's just high by. Besides Ray Allen, I mean, besides everybody else, uh, he's the only one that has really spoken to him. Paul Pierce. Nobody else has extended the olive branch, and everybody else. I'm pretty sure Kendrick Perkins probably talked to him, once or twice and everything. But this relationship is damaged between Rondo and KG. KG still feels some type of way and everything. They haven't really publicly came out and everything. But let me get back to the point. Now, Jacob wanted to
Right.
know. Okay, so the situation was, you know, Ray Allen and them they got eliminated by Miami, and Ray Allen decides to go ahead and join the Miami Heat that very next season. No, it's okay. It's like, hey, Ethan, and if you got proof that I'm wrong, Jacob, hey, Jacob will tell you that, when I'm wrong or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit here and hold no grudge, sort of like what's going on right now. No, I'm gonna be like, hey, you was right. There's plenty of
Mm-hmm.
stuff Jacob has had to checkmate me on and be like, nah, Polo, that's not right. Let me tell you what. I don't. I'll debate him, but I do my research. I say, hey, Jacob was right. Same thing with Young. Now, listen. Okay, Jacob. This is what happened. He went to Miami, and that set off KG. And KG felt like, okay, you you disrespected us by going to a team in which we're at war at, and then he ended up winning a championship. And think Tank had brought up just a little while ago, you won a championship with that team, which he won't come out and basically admit, but you won a championship with that team, and that enraged KG, and then they stopped being on speaking terms because he felt like
Mm.
you abandoned ship, you abandoned your brother.
Yeah, I kind of remember. Now I kind of remember that. I kind of remember that now. Now you explain it, because I do. That's why I'm shouting like, damn. I remember it was something um about him going to the Heat, and that yeah, they did have some kind of little beef, and they wanted everybody to stay together. I think KG wanted everybody to stay together. You know what I'm saying? Or if I'm wrong on that, I'm not sure, but uh, basically, like my take on it is, it's nothing wrong with a player leaving, going to he's within his basketball right and his own right, or am I saying that right? I guess basketball rights for us like to go to a team
Yeah, you're right.
of his liking.
Yeah, he
When
has
y'all
a
see players do that, guess what? Like LeBron leaving Cleveland to go to Miami, and Durant leaving to go to Golden State. They in they well given right to do it,
Right.
regardless how how some of us fans feel about it or have to say about it. Why would you go to the team? Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. Prime example, right? When I was going to school here in Fort Worth, and the two biggest rival schools in Fort Worth was Fort Worth Dunbar and Fort Worth OD Wyatt. At least when it came down to football, they were the
Right.
top two schools. Everybody else was average at best, right? Well, guess what? One of my homeboys, you remember? I'm not sure you remember Darren Williams, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
played for the Broncos. Yeah, I grew up with Darren Williams. That's the kid.
Right.
I
Deron Williams.
played I played Pee Wee football with Darren Williams. All the way up to like middle school. We went
Okay.
to seven middle school. But we had this other dude that was at my school before I went to OD Wyatt. And check this out. He was at Dunbar our freshman year. No, sophomore year. And guess what? He didn't like what he he didn't like what he didn't like what the coaches was how the coaches was utilizing him. So you know what he did? He transferred and went to the rival high school. You know what I'm saying? He went to go join forces with them.
Right. And
Same thing, ain't it?
that
Now,
set them off.
said, look, because guess what? We was talented as ODY. ODY, look, like I said, we was talented, and I remember kind of saying, Dan, I was like, man, how y'all get my homeboy DeJuan? Who's my homeboy DeJuan? You know what I'm saying? Nigga grew up in the neighborhood with us and everything. Like, man, you talking about the hatred for that nigga? You seen it on the field when we played them. You know what I'm saying? You see the hatred on the field when we played against ODY, and that was that's what has really that set that off, because simple fact that he was supposed to be on our team, but I don't know the full all details or whatnot. Of why he left and then why he picked Wyatt. But he picked Wyatt because he knew that Wyatt had the best chance of had the best chance of making it to the playoffs rather than going to a Western Hills, a Southwest, a South Hills. I'm not sure South Hills was open yet, but a Western Hills, a Southwest, a Poly. You know what I'm saying? Those were the high schools that was in Fort Worth, Eastern Hills. He could have went there or whatnot. He went to ODY because ODY had the best chance of winning. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then on top of that, when he went there, you know what I'm saying, he was getting a lot of PT, and boy, the defense was mad, boy. The defense was mad. Dunbar defense was mad, man. I'm telling you, they tried to take this nigga head off.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So guess what? Out of all that, the one was right was right. It was in his right to choose any high school he could have went to. Now there were high school rules that he was supposed to abide by. Now,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
But they still made it.
like if you transfer, you can't play. You have to ask. I think you either have to sit out a year or whatever it is, or something like that. It's called
Right.
academic probation. Then you have to be on like an academic probation where you can't transfer to a team and start playing. You know what I'm saying? Right away.
Yeah, that had to, because Jacob, we both live in Texas, so you can relate to this. It's a thing that has to do with UIL.
Yeah, the UIL rules. Yeah. So so basically, what he did is the same thing that Ray Allen did and Kevin Durant and LeBron James did. They joined the best team. They went to the team that had the best chance to win. And guess what? Ray Allen could have went anywhere in the NBA. LeBron could went anywhere else in the NBA besides Miami. And my friend, my old classmate could have went any other high school in Texas besides ODY. Why he had to go ODY? He knew that ODY was gonna have to play Dunbar in a game. You know what I'm saying? In a high school game. It's a
Right.
rival game. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes
Miami and Boston had to play each other probably in the playoffs. Either way it goes, you know there was going to be some
several times,
heat, huh?
man, several times a year.
Yeah, come on, man. They don't make why he choose a former rival high school. And guess what? You know why? Because Darren Williams was over there at ODY.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He went with all the talent that the Y had the faster track team. They had the faster sprinters. They had the
The best
shoot.
looking.
They had the better running backs. You know what I'm saying? I said we didn't have no good running backs at Dunbar. I was there because I went to both high schools myself, but I didn't play against them each other. I didn't play against you know. I never played. I didn't play. I didn't play any sports. In high school, I pretty much was in music. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. You was in the band.
No, I was in choir. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying? So I was singing. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I stopped. I I stopped playing football once I got to high school. Um. Uh. Yeah. Once I got to high school, that's when I stopped playing. You know what I'm saying? But I remember that shit. I was like, damn. And then when I was thinking about it, it dawned on me when that nigga the one was at Dunbar. Uh, like I came back to Dunbar, he was still there.
Right.
And then the one and then that nigga the one ended up he told, I can't remember who he told, and he really did, it's almost like that nigga was acting like he didn't want to tell nobody he was going to wide.
Right.
Man, when I say when that nigga left and said he was going to wide, man, niggas on the football team were mad at that nigga.
Damn.
Man, he a whole ass nigga, man. He a whole ass nigga, man. Man, nigga gonna go over there to ODY, man. Shit.
Hey, but let
Man,
me
we
let me
need it.
let me ask you though, Jacob.
Yeah.
He went over there. You said that he played right in that game.
Mm.
How did he do? Like against them? Did he do pretty good or did
Well,
he not do that
nah,
good?
he actually did he actually did he actually did some good. Because that year I think if I'm not mistaken, I think they made it to the third round that year. Yeah, I think they made it to the third round that year, and that's what really pissed uh a lot of the guys that I grew up with off. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn man, shit. We had Michael Turner, and then we had some running backs, but man, if the one would have stayed, man, we probably would have had a chance of pretty much doing something. You know what I'm saying? The playoffs. But you transfer to the team that you know. You know what I'm saying? That's our rival. You know what I'm saying? You transfer to the rival team. You know what I'm saying? You join forces with them. And shit, you know. like I said, he did good, but I still remember that game clear as day. We was playing ODY for the district championship. This is for the district championship. Game on the line. I mean, it came down. When I say, I think we went to overtime. That game went to overtime, and because it was a defense game. You know, he got in the game. You know what I'm saying? Man, Polo, man. If you could see what I was saying, man, I'm telling you, man, look, it was some heated animosity on that damn field, man. All because he went to ODY. He knew that the defense and the whole football team was mad at that nigga. Cause he went over there. You know what I'm saying? First thing, look, it was all talking about the school. Man, the one went over there to wide. What? Shit. You mad?
Yeah, man. Like, but you see, those
with Darren Williams, yeah, because Darren Williams there. He's like, man, you over there with Darren now.
Those be the best games. So, like when you know something is happening, especially the people that are close to the parties and stuff, and they know what's going on and why they got beef and stuff like that. Those actually be the best games.
Yeah. It's just like I said, man. We now listen. Let me tell you, we beat them, man. We beat them that year, man. I didn't think we was gonna be able to pull it out against. Matter of fact, I'm trying to remember. Did Darren even play that game? In that district championship game against us, I can't remember if he did. I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember because I don't think he played. He may have been hurt. I'm not sure. But however, the one was a running back. So you know the defensive coordinator probably was like, y'all hit his ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, key in on that motherfucker. Don't let him do shit. I mean, like I said, every time he got hit, man, it was always some kind of scuffle, some kind of competition. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, our team was salty. And like I said, I went to ODY too. You know what I'm saying? My freshman year and my junior year, no, my freshman and sophomore year, I was at ODY and I came back to Dunbar. But see, that's different if you transfer and going back to the school. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's the thing. I wasn't playing no sports.
Yeah, you was basically doing, choir.
I was in the music. Yeah, I was in the music. They didn't like the music because here's it is. Like our school, when I was at ODY, we worked with Dunbar anyway, doing music anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because we had actual music competitions against each other. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't not like gospel and singing and stuff like that. Mainly it was pretty much like, I mean, we had some gospel competition, but it was pretty much like it was mainly majority of the competition that we had was like classical and you know what I'm saying, UIL stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something about it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something about that, Jacob. Did you get these like scholarship offers? Because you seem like you were really good at it. Did y'all go like competitive? Were y'all really, did y'all win any awards?
See, when I was at ODY, I could never get inside the music program because there was way too many people in there. You know what I'm saying? there was really literally no room for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was literally no room. Like there were just too many singers because everybody wanted to sing. And she
Right.
had
Right.
Jewel Kelly was the director over there at ODY, and there was just no way for me to get in there. So I had to transfer back to Dunbar because uh, I was staying with my cousin and my aunt in Southside Fort Worth, which was in that area that was closer to ODY. And my aunt moved to she moved to another neighborhood, and that forced me to have to go back home and go back to Dunbar. You know what I'm saying? But I said all that, man, to say, man, I know that feeling because that was kind of a similar situation. When I bring it up to one, my homeboy the one playing football to go play football against our district rivals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fact.
So,
I,
so
I
he I sure made a hell of a sick. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought I damn. I thought you were. Oh no, I'm sorry. No,
so
no, I'm like the
what's up?
door was open. I want to close that door, and I'm like, sorry about that. Yeah. Now, yeah, Polo man. I was just saying that that
Ashley Young here, man.
hey, Yarn, what's up, Yarn?
What up, man? What up, everybody? What's going on?
Yeah, man. I had a whole little old flashback. I was telling Polo about a dude that kind of did well. He did he did what some of the basketball players done. You know, lead a team to go to the other team that was our rival. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like to the your rival team, or I guess the best team that was in that your conference or football. You know what I'm saying? You know, he was playing running back for us, and then he transferred and went to the he transferred to our district rival team. You know what I'm saying? Who was a district rival, right? And he went going over there, and our football team was mad because he went over there to go play with Darren Williams. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it was crazy how all that kind of went about. Like when we played against him that game, there was a lot of fights and stuff breaking out on the field. You know what I'm saying? The defense was mad. You know what I'm saying? They was doing little cheap shots and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, OG? How you doing, man?
Oh man, it's been better. I think oh, it was better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so yeah, man. That's all I really was saying.
Um, Today it's just grudges, holding grudges, and you gotta know thing about K. You gotta know about KD, the KG. It's like once you stab in the back, he's that type of dude. Once you stab in the back, once you did that to him, he would never forget it. But to us, it was 10 years. It was 10 years ago, 2008. Like it was 10 years ago, like 10,
More
12
like
years, like
13. More like 13.
10 years ago. Let it go, dog.
Yeah.
Let it go. Y'all not playing. Y'all retired now. Y'all Hall of Fames now. Y'all in the Hall of Fame now. Except for Rondo. Y'all in the Hall of Fame. Let it go, dog. Just that let bygones be bygones. Let it go. And and just just squash that. Because Ray would not have been in Miami if y'all would have stood up for him. Once KG Paul had got closer with Rondo, that left Ray. It's like It's like you know the mom in the kitchen, right? And she got like four siblings. She got like four siblings, and no, she got like four sons, and you the youngest, and no, she loved the youngest, love the middle child, and you probably like the middle child, and you seen she giving all those love, and you feel the bandit, and you decided to leave and go with the father, and now now the brother's mad because you going with the father, but yeah, it's just that you got to move on. No, it's that Rondo do have grudges. I mean, Rondo did have grudges on that man. Rondo, because but you have to know that shit. Let it go, dog. Just talk to man. Just talk to the man. If and squash that, and then squash all that, man. It's like you still holding grudges. Like, man, let it go, dog. How dangerous can it be? Man, I heard that Ben don't like that trade. I heard Ben don't like that trade.
Yo, what's good, y'all boys? Y'all can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, what's good? Salute the pull up. Hey, listen, young, fake news. Come on, bro. Come on,
I
bro.
don't know.
like,
Man,
don't
through the
fall for the
pipeline.
fake news. I'm
Man,
just saying
through
that's
the
what I'm saying.
pipeline.
That's what I'm saying. You caught up in headlines because Ben
I
haven't been
know.
talking to
I mean,
nobody.
through the headline, boy. You caught up in the headlight. I'm saying Ben don't like that.
I'm just saying, what's your source? Is my question. I'm pulling your card. That's what I'm saying. What's your
Mhm.
source?
Sources is that y'all waved. Y'all waved Javon Carter. Y'all did.
Yes.
Y'all waved him. Y'all waved
Okay.
him. And then once
Obvious.
it got tragic, I mean, through the pipeline, that Ben's not really happy from a source from a YouTuber, and also
Oh,
another,
wait, hold on.
Well,
Time out.
another.
Hold
so
on.
wait, what?
What's good, pimp?
Morning to you,
Yo,
bro.
like,
Good, Jacob.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Jacob, right now, bro, like, Young been saying some silly shit right
Yeah.
now. It's kind of sad. I thought he was
What?
better than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, a YouTuber,
You
bro?
talking about? Oh, Ray
Oh
Allen.
my God! Here you go, man. Go ahead,
Like,
shoot
come
your
on,
blunt.
bro.
Talking about Ray Allen.
Like,
Ray what?
oh, no, no, no. He's
He's
talking about
talking
the Ben
about
Simmons
Brooklyn
thing.
Nets, man. Why? What matter of fact? Why are we talking about Brooklyn Nets? We talking
All right,
about
my
KG
bad.
Ray
All right,
Allen.
What's going on with
all right.
Brooklyn? Oh, what? I know you got something on his way. What you know about that situation?
They signed Gordon Dragic, and he's so super happy about it. Like we not even
Yo, can we
talking
get
Oh,
about
a,
this.
yo, come on, bro.
are
Come
you
on.
happy about
That's,
that?
hell yeah. That's a big pickup.
Yeah,
First
I
of
like
all,
that too, man.
first
I
of
like
all,
that too.
one Milwaukee Bucks was like first of all, people what Milwaukee doing. Milwaukee is wilding right now, bro. They trying to get bulky for certain reasons for no reason. You know what I'm saying? They were going hard for Gordon Dragon. I'm gonna call him that. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
it's I don't know. Man. We just took that away from them in the aspect at the end of the day, as well as we got a point guard. Listen, a lot of people is getting like this is why I think a lot of people get confused. Ben Simmons is not playing like how he was playing in Philly. He's not playing the guard position, bro. I think that's where y'all getting confused. He's going to his original position, and that's in the front court. Y'all gotta realize that shit, bro. And then two things. Steve Nash came out his mouth before, earlier last season, when they asked about KD playing the center position. And he literally out his mouth said, we play positionless basketball over here. You know what I'm saying? We gonna play to the strength of the team that we playing against. Obviously, bro. Niggas not gonna put him in that guard position. We already got guards. We gonna have him in the 6'10s in the front court where he belong. The fuck? That niggas being silly. That's what I'm saying. Like, so when the casuals are getting like, oh, you're too guard heavy. Like you're not peeping the situation. Bruce Brown is not a guard. He's more of a front court situation. Probably a small position of a front court, but not as in like a guard position as everybody thinks. He's about 6'8", 6'9". He's playing that like he's a three and slasher, not three and not three and slasher, but slasher and D, not a 3 and D. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to hit three. You know what I'm saying? Sooner or later he gonna get that shit down pat. However, he's slashing, he's getting the rim, he's doing other things besides just trying to hit a three and playing D. But on this
What you got on that?
but on the Ray Allen and the KG petty dog. Nigga petty, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let that nigga breathe, bro. Like it's gonna be a brotherhood, bro. And like you intentionally say some wild shit on national TV a couple years ago, where Ray Allen did not respond to it. He went that high room. And then like you feel me? We at the 75, bro. Like y'all niggas made it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Blame Doc Rivers. He trying to have Ray Allen play just like Ray Allen got more in the bag than what Doc Rivers was trying to put him in a box. You know what I'm saying? So blame more Doc Rivers of his coaching and not allowing Ray Allen to be more flourish in the offense. Remind you, like he was getting away from more Ray Allen in the offense as the year prior goes. You know what I'm saying? So Ray Allen see that, like, oh shit, like I'm not valued here, fuck it, I'm out. Like that's some weak shit, bro. You expect the nigga to be a broad and take off a lesser role and diminish his game for the benefits of your emotions. That's some broad shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't fuck with it. Like, that was lame, bro. Like you still beefing with the nigga, man? Come on, bro. Come on, brother. That shit go. The fact that y'all run a wing, I get it if y'all ain't run a ring. I mean, all right, and that boy sit on your ass and they want to go run a ring. But shit, at the end of the day, bro, like you ain't putting that work to make sure you got him to stay there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You were talking big shit, like you good. We don't need you type of shit. All right.
I mean, this is like the blueprint. I mean, the Prince. I mean, my bad, not the Prince. The connections right there. Why he wanted to leave? Because
Yeah, the
y'all wanted to
breadcrumbs is
trade.
right there. The
Because
breadcrumbs.
right there, the blueprints right there. Y'all wanted to trade the man. Y'all was gonna bench him for Avery Bradley, and then the situation with Rondo, and then he gets mostly this blame for the Celtics struggle, and knowing that you was gonna trade him for OJ Mayo, and
Nigga
when
said no. I'm not gonna be a trade piece to you.
mm,
You know what I'm saying?
and,
Like
mm,
I'm gonna determine my own destiny. The fuck? And then you
mm,
choose the Rook, like you choose Rondo type of shit over me. Come on,
mm,
bro. When we came together on this shit, the first go around, that's how we handled it. The
two
second go around,
rookies.
we like they fell off of it, like cause they were trying to do too much.
Yep, two rookies. And then when Jason Terry got signed, they put him in the same position as Ray. And Ray didn't like that. And then after that, once once Boston did that was like the last straw. He was like, "Man, I'm out of here."
I'm gonna keep it a butt with you though. Like I understand
Mhm.
they were trying to go through Paul Pierce, but I feel like they should have put Ray Allen in that second go and made KG that third go instead of that second go.
Right.
Because if you would have made Ray Allen that second go, they probably would have had more than one ring, bro. They gonna definitely have more than one ring if they had put Ray Allen in that position as in the second scorer instead of trying to make KG that second go. Because you know the skill set of Ray Allen, bro. Why would you make him a third on purpose? It's just like an example. Why would you make when James Harden first came, everybody thought James Harden would be the second option. You can't make a Kyrie a third option. He's too skilled. Somebody had to sacrifice their game. KD just naturally gonna do it. You cannot make him like a third go, even though he could be a third go because he's so efficient. So when he do get his touches, he don't need 1,000 more to get the groove going. However, you still want him to go because he's so efficient. You get him going, like you're gonna knock down everything. So you want an efficient player to start off first. That's the purpose of it. It's a luxury if you could start off third, but you always want to, if you want to make sure you dominate in the game and the purpose of winning is a value to you. You make sure he get the first fed. You have to, bro.
Yeah.
That's why this team gonna be so dangerous, bro. Oh my, bro, this shit's gonna be so scary, bro.
Yeah.
I never seen an 18 so fucking scary, dog, in
KG,
my
I
whole
didn't
life,
really
bro.
no, but the Doc Rivers of late, but I also got to put it on Danny as well.
Oh yeah,
because that man was gonna trade Ray and Rondo, and that's why I didn't like Rondo because Ray told him like, "Yo, man, they about to trade us," and you got mad at Ray for that. What the hell you mad at? What the hell you mad at Ray for? Like the
putting you up
man,
on game.
yeah, like yo, bro, like yo, man, they about to trade, they about to trade you, dog. You about to get traded, and you just like what? Like,
Rondo
what you
probably took it the
mean?
wrong way. Yeah, Rondo
Yeah,
probably took it the wrong way. Like, oh, like who you, big bro? Like, type of shit. You gonna big bro me? Like, yo, you about to get traded? Like you calling shots. And then he probably took it to Doc Rivers and that concept, and then they really turn on.
I talked to Paul. Yo, Paul talked to Ray, man.
Like, bro, what the fuck? So I got going on, and they're like, you know what? I'm not even playing these games.
But that's all. But the KD, like I said, KD, I feel like KD felt hurt. What Harden did it's like, damn, bro. It's like you gonna do that, But that was kind of like to me. It was basically like
Harden gave up too quick, dog.
Yeah,
like he didn't let this season go out. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's probably what he mostly heard about. Like, damn, he didn't let this shit run. Instead of just giving up on that shit so quick. But shit, man. You know how that shit is, bro. You know.
Yeah. Shit, that's why you didn't want to
Nigga Harden want one so bad that he like, fuck it, man. I gotta find a way. You're like, man, Embiid playing crazy right now. Let me hit you on that. Let me add something to that.
That's when he did the team, the All-Star thing. You see, he had Harden and Rudy Gobert. He didn't want to pick Harden. I ain't picking Harden. I'm taking Rudy Gobert over him. And that's it. You could tell from his face. You got people know, like you gotta see his face that he didn't want to pick Harden no more. Cause that would just you could see that he was trying to he kind of got him, kind of like really hurt him like damn like, and you know what, to me that was how like Russ felt when KD left.
Nah, that's totally different, bro. Totally different.
I'm not saying the situation. I'm just saying the expression.
No, I'm just saying, like, what? Like, whoa, when one dude is not willing to change his game completely, when the other dude is just willing to just say, because all right, for example, when James Harden played with KD, they're number one in the East. When James Harden played by himself with a part-time Kyrie, they're not looking great. He's not feeling that. Niggas say it's where he played on the court with Russ, but Russ is just saying like radical. He all over the place. One night he might play great, next night he all over the place. So it's like a random like dice roll with Russ. How long can you do that? You did that for 7 years. What the fuck? You did that for like your whole first 7 years of your contract. Like the fuck? How can you like, especially if you didn't change the game from the finals example from 2012? You know what I'm saying? Gave you years after that, like what Magic Johnson called the worst performance from a point guard.
Salute you, right? In the building. Wait, what?
What's good? What's good, Polo? So hell nah. You crazy as fuck. That nigga wait to the end. They went to a full battle ended. They fought and blooded in that game 7 with Golden State, and that's it. That's all you can do. James Harden didn't even go into a battle like that in the playoffs and falling with the Nets and say, you know what, I can't do this no more. And then another thing too, I don't know why people dodging this. James Harden wasn't performing to his standards of a superstar that everybody gave him. He was half-assing. So the fact that your offense and your defense still didn't improve at all, even when you got here. So you wasn't willing to change your whole game. You wasn't willing to sacrifice something. You was lagging on the defense. You weren't willing to sacrifice that and become a full player on that point.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, as in, like, what the fuck? You know?
It kind of like made me say like, okay, what's really going on? You know, because now I'm almost hearing that they looking James Harden funny now because it was like, okay, was you really hurt? Like they were saying like, was you like I saw the CNN Sports like with T Mac and Wade and Shaq when they talked about the trade,
Yeah.
you know, and they was like, was he hurt? They said they said he wasn't hurt. They said he wasn't hurt, you know, but you know, so technically, I mean, I feel like they was trying to say that he knew what he wanted to do. Since he knew when to do that, he wanted to get out of there. And to me, it kind of felt funny to me. It was like, all right. To me, I feel like he was hurt. You know, he had that hamstring. You know, he had that hamstring. He was playing with one leg. You know,
Yeah.
I just feel like it didn't fit the part. It didn't really fit the part like he wanted to do. Um, that's why he
No,
said I want it
exactly.
out. Yeah.
No,
Because
exactly.
mind you,
But
he said Philly. He wanted to go to. He said first place before he even got traded to Nets. He said he wanted to go to Philly. You know, but Philly declined it at first.
very true.
Until once they saw what Ben did, they were like, you know what, we want him.
I totally agree.
Yeah, yeah. Chess. He was playing chess, not checkers. Still a stupid move, my opinion. I don't think he was hurt at all. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that guys like I said, T Mac and Wade and Shaq, and they talked about the trade. You know, T Mac was like he wasn't really hurt, and then Wade and Shaq was like, yeah. Like they said he wasn't really hurt. Um, um, because because what he did, you know, like I said, you know, when the trade happened. So I feel like um they it was on like people think that he went there because to get a championship because he thought okay I'm gonna get a championship and then once Kyrie Kyrie's situation happened when Kyrie hurt and then the situation with the vaccine situation and then when and then it was just and then he got himself hurt, you know, the hamstring injury, and now it started crumbling. So and I kind of figured he already knew before after they lost to the Bucks to the playoff and went to this season. I kind of feel like he knew that. All right, I'm wasting my time here, and I just need to know. I need to go, man. And like I said, um, that was his first choice. He wanted to play with Philly. You know, he wanted to play with Embiid and stuff, and now you look at him now. Once he got traded to Philly, you see him back in the gym, losing some weight. You know, him getting in shape back together. It's like it made people look very funny. It made people be like, You know, like what's really going? What's like, does James? Hmm. And that's what I kind of understand what KD was trying. KD was acting when he started like confused because he was like, you was in shape. You was in shape in Philly, but when you was in Brooklyn, he was kind of a little bit overjoyed. That's kind of So I kind of felt how the Nets fans and KD how he felt, But the only thing was Kyrie. I never heard Kyrie. I never heard Kyrie on. I never heard Kyrie and never talked. Kyrie never talked about it. I never heard Kyrie made an interview about it. Yeah, I think he left because the spotlight was on him. I think he left because he thought he was gonna once he thought Kyrie and James and KD's back, he thought that he was gonna get a championship. He was gonna go to the finals, get a championship. Because people was on James Harden. You're like, yeah, he won MVP and all, but he never got back to the finals. Yeah, he scored all these points, but he never got the ring. So I think that's what got to him. I think that's what we got. You say, no, I'm gonna go there. I'm going team. They can say whatever they want, but I got the ring. That's what James is. And then once that playing fumble, once the hamstring situation, Kyrie thing was going on, it kind of like made him it kind of like fumbled. Like damn shit. Like damn, like what I need to get out of here. It's like I need to get out of here. And basically, to me, he was wasting the time. He was wasting his time. He knew he was gonna he knew what he wanted to do. You could tell from when he was in the bench, when he was in the next bench. He knew, you could see it from his face. He already knew what he was gonna do.
Yeah, it was like it was so familiar what he did because it was the same, almost the same exact thing he did at Houston to kind of force his way out. And well, of course he used the injury in Brooklyn as an excuse, and then he used the way that Houston, in terms of the money and then the teammates and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was throwing the ball at them and coming in overweight. You know, and now Young and Jacob, I think way further. Now we got to look at, okay, what's he gonna do with Philadelphia? Now I'm trying to remain optimistic as to, okay, I'm willing to. Okay, let's see what this dude's got. But the minute I start like seeing it Young, and you can kind of read body language on the floor, and then you could be like, man, these guys they're clearly not together. There's no cohesiveness. The minute I get a hint of that, I'm washing my hands. With it. And Young was on point. Yeah, you're right, Young. He basically was wasting his time for all that stuff that you did to get out of Houston. Man, you might as well just stayed in Houston. But he was so focused on getting to Philly regardless. You know what I'm saying? But he couldn't do it. Just like Drummond wanted to be in Brooklyn, for a time being, but it just didn't happen.
I mean, you had to look at, like I said, the Rockets thing. You got to look at the whole Rockets thing. His first year, 2012, 2013, AC got knocked out by OKC. Okay, boom. Next year, he got beaten by Damian Lillard, Game 6, first round. Next year, knocked out by the Warriors. Next year, all right. Turmoil. He got Kevin McHale fired. Him and Howard are beefing. Boom, and got knocked out by the Warriors. Boom. Next year, and Tony came back, made an offense for Harden. and put Harden on point guard. Finished third seed, got knocked out by the Spurs. Next year, boom, got CP3. 65 wins, best record in the league. Reached the Western Conference Final. Boom, CP3 got hurt. And that was the worst performance he had. He missed 27 threes consistently, lose to the Warriors. Boom, but he won MVP. Boom, next year, they got Carmelo. Didn't work out. He went nuclear. He carried the team. Lost to the Warriors. After they lost KD. After the Warriors lost KD. Next year, Westbrook gone. Got Westbrook. Your favorite teammate. Now it got smaller. He reached the 4th seed and got eliminated by the Lakers. Next seed, Daytona left. Westbrook got traded. Harden gets upset. That's the problem, and that's what it stumbles him because he doesn't like when Daytona left. I feel like my Daytona left. That's what hurt him because now you trading the guy for him is like you trading the guy that always let me control the offense. He let me do me, and now you traded him away. Like I want to be out of here, and that's what his problem was for Harden. It just me instead of just team. That's why he has beef with Chris Paul, Dwight Howard. Him and Westbrook got a little bit had a situation. Him and the GM, him and the GM, GM. Now him and KD, he always the me guy instead of just looking in the picture, and and for him, I'm not knocking his playing because he's a great player, a very great player. But you gotta look at how it is. It's like Daytona always give you the ball more and got you MVP offensively, but the problem is he had failed to win the championship. He never said calls plays, even tell players specifically what to do. He just Harden, I'm gonna give you the ball, you control the offense. And that was bad. That was bad, right? And that was a bad one. That was bad. That was
I
bad.
agree. I agree, and the only thing I would say I part ways with you on and disagree is that in terms of his play, I do hold that against him because it's great as good as he is individual. And while he got triple doubles and assists and everything like that, me and you, Young, we could go get 10 assists in today's game easily if you passing the ball to a guy. But I'm talking about really bringing the best out of your players. He doesn't have that leadership quality, and he never exemplified that. And when you spoke on another situation that was very key, and I'm glad you brought this up about Kevin McHale, right? What's up with it, Gene? I see you in the building. Haiti in the building. Haiti. Shout out to all my Haitians. I got one riding with me right now.
Yeah. Ça passe, ma boule. Come on, yeah.
Right. But anyway, what I was saying though, and I gotta talk to you about that too, because it concerns my wife. Anyway, okay. Kevin McHale, am I lying though, Young? When Kevin McHale was there, Harden actually had maybe not from a statistical standpoint, but from a player value standpoint, he had his best season when Kevin McHale was there.
Right.
What you think?
It did because when he got Mikal, they started with Justin with the team because once not Harden, you got Reza, Terry Brewer, Howard, you got these solid pieces, and and they almost couldn't. Y'all could have beat the Warriors, but the Harden situation because Kevin McHale really structured because he really structured that team. But I say he really structured that team because he had no help him a little. He had helped the team a little bit, got them to the playoff, focus on their offensively and defensively. The Rockets were doing well. The Rockets, now mind you, like the Rockets was doing well with Kevin McHale. He took them to the Western Conference. He helped them with the Western Conference Finals in that year. I feel like 2014-15 year they was gonna be they was in the second seed. They could have beat the Warriors. You
Right,
know,
right.
but Harden ego. But it's Harden ego. Him beefing with him, Hell fired and him Howard beefing. And then when D'Antoni come, Mike D'Antoni comes, it was totally bad. Not for Harden though. No, that was not for Harden because he got MVP. He won MVP. But he
Hey,
was, but it
Young,
was bad. It was
MVP
bad for the
that
team.
Young, an MVP that he begged for.
Yeah, and got salty because Russell won the MVP. He got mad that I deserved the MVP. And then once he got one, it was good for him, but it was bad for the team because, like I said with Mike D'Antoni, um um he failed to win championship. He said like I said he was the one he said, you know what, Harden, you are a point guard, you control the offense, which was a bad move because he never said plays, he even tell players specifically what to do. And in the playoff, opposite coaches key thing is stopping Daytona team. And Mike can't adjust that. And he has never been a good defensive coach. And that Rockets team, they wasn't good defensively when he got there. He used short rotations, burn players in the playoff. He burns out players, and that's how Kobe got the Achilles. Um, and he was terrible at coaching bigs, and that's how that's how that's how Steve Kerr got able to. Steve Kerr had let them Warriors know, and that's how the Warriors able to beat them because of Kerr, because coaching wise, Kerr know how to do. He knows what Mike D'Antoni was going to do because because he would tell players what to do. He called plays, structured the system like the triangle. He used the triangle. He focused on defense. That's how the Rockets not able to get there because once that triangle defense came in and destroyed that. And 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 to me, I was upset. I was upset with Harden because once Mike D'Antoni left, and once they started going younger, adding Jalen Green and Josh Christopher and Christian Woods, you could have been a mentor. You could have been a mentor to them. You could no, I'm gonna stay with these guys because you the man. You should have mentored them, given advice, and also helped John Wall. And Boogie was there as well. You couldn't you and
Yeah,
Book you know that you Boogie and John could have helped.
he had weapons and didn't even know it.
Yeah. Yeah, you could have helped those young guys, like I said, Jaden Green, Josh Christopher, Christian Wood. You could have helped those guys.
But,
No,
but see, Young, that's what I'm saying.
mm,
While he's good skill wise, leadership wise, and personality wise, I think, man, that he's like one of the most selfish individuals
mm,
to touch an NBA floor. Would you agree?
definitely leader wise. Because if he doesn't, James Harden, if he doesn't have what he have, he's gonna be gone. That is it. like I said, was when D'Antoni left, that was the last straw for him. Like, why would you trade a guy? Why would you trade him? Like, I really want him to play because Harden loves D'Antoni. Because D'Antoni always would give him the ball and let him just do his thing offensively. Mhm. But if you, that was a
Dan
bad.
Tony didn't know how to. He didn't know how to stand up to Harden. He let Harden basically just bully him. But the thing that the difference between Silas said, no, the ball is going to move. We're going to play a particular way. And James Harden didn't like that. You know.
Definitely.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, definitely. No, go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say, young, like if if Harden just continued to play like he did when he first got out of OKC, I I would defend Harden a lot better because that's when he was humble. He was a humble individual. He did what was necessary. He swallowed his pride being a six man because you have to swallow your pride to a certain degree. But if you look at it, it's not how you start; it's how you finish. Then okay, you'll be able to play a lot better. But it's like Young once he left OKC, it's like man, what happened to the guy that used to play hard and used to come in and was instant offense and as well as instant defense? A lot of people don't realize when he was in OKC, he guarded. He was guarding guys like Kobe. He was guarding guys. He was guarding some of the best perimeter defenders. I mean, perimeter players.
He was because mind you, he was coming off the bench. He was coming off the bench. 6 man a year. He won 6 man of the year. Won 6 man of the year.
But
He did. He was just into that role because mind you, Scott Brooks told him. Scott Brooks told him, "Yo, would you be would you willing to start?" And Harden said, "No, I want to stay in my back row because the relationship he said the relationship me and Russ had, want to stay that role because was very loyal and and um and then once he got traded to the Rockets, um hmm, once he got traded to the Rockets, he started to started to come a little bit different. Started doing triple doubles more. Started to handle the ball more. And I said, okay, he's evolving. But like I said, once Daytona came and once him started getting a little, and then once his arrogance started showing out, it kind of made me felt the wrong way. Like, is that James Harden? Like, nah, this ain't James Harden. This ain't the James Harden.
exactly, Young.
Mm.
Exactly. I said the same exact. I like not because hey, Young. I kept up with James Harden when he came out of Arizona State because I knew his backstory. He was an asthmatic. You know what I'm saying? And so I looked at stuff like that, and I had an opportunity to watch this guy, man, when he was, you know, uh, in college and stuff like that, and where he had came from. Him doing work at Rico Hines and the Drew League and stuff like that. He had been playing in that stuff for years. I remember him and Baron Davis was killing on the court, one time and out in LA and stuff. And you'd be like, if you look at Harden back in the day, he wasn't selfish because Harden passes the ball when he wants to. He just chooses not to, and has good court vision, but he chooses not to.
Right. Definitely right. Once I saw him with the shades, once he on every appeared, saw him with the chain, with the shades, with the suit on, I was like, man, this ain't James Harden. To myself, I said, man, this can't be James Harden, bro. And then you hearing a lot of situations. He be like, nah, man, this ain't the James. I'm like, nah, man.
He started gaining weight. People got to realize. Look at the James Harden that was at OKC and Arizona State compared to when he went to H Town. And I know the culture changed and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna give that an excuse because Hakeem Olajuwon played in Houston. He didn't have no problem keeping in shape. Robert Horry played in Houston. Didn't have no problem keeping in shape. Clyde Drexler played in Houston. He didn't have no problem keeping in shape, and they were still able to bring a title back to back to H Town. And and this is another thing too. There have been people that have actually tried to mentor Harden, whether it was Hakeem Olajuwon, whether it was Clyde Drexler. Of course, uh, some of the guys that played in that '95 team in that '95 era. But Harden was a stubborn individual. I think even Carcino, shout out to Carcino, he touched on that too about James Harden. Man, his
Yeah.
personality is not a good personality, and he's very stubborn, man.
Right. Like you got like I feel like when he joining Philly, I feel like the locker room's gonna be an issue. Having saying that, before the stories came out, because there was already reports on how Harden was really locked in the Nets in his first year there. He was making connections, building wrapped it with all players, staff on the team. If y'all remember how James Harden played at MVP level when he first showed to the Nets, but he'll be up at Sim System ensuring they get the good James. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna get the good James Harden. And knowing that it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be the system is gonna be all more. They're gonna be all more fun than serious. Like they gonna joke around, they're gonna play around instead of just getting the job done. You know, and
I'm
um,
worried about Maxie,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
really,
because
I'm
Massey,
really,
yeah,
I'm really
yeah,
worried
because
about.
when you add Harden, I think Massey's gonna fall back. He had to go play the backup again because Seth gone, so so he's probably got to back up with Harden, and he probably ain't gonna get no minutes if
Now,
Harden.
listen, if Maxie's a humble individual. If you know Maxie, because Maxie, I don't know if you knew the backstory on Maxie Young.
Mhm.
His family was, they was involved in a fire one time, and pretty much had kind of lost everything. It was a life changing experience for him and stuff. And so he's had humble beginnings. That's why the cat is so humble. But I'm like this, Maxie. I'm like, look, you the point guard now. This is listen. I would tell. I know Daryl Morey. Probably ain't gonna go for it. They'll probably even do some savage stuff to Maxie and try probably trade him for standing up to Harden and being like, look, even though I'm young and everything, look, we were doing good without you. We beat the Bucks without you. We beat Chicago without you. We have one of the best records in the East, and we got an MVP candidate who some people feel like is an MVP candidate, and Joel Embiid without you. I'm emerging without you. So I feel like if I'm Maxie, I'm like, nah, man, you're not finna just come in here and you're not gonna stuff my growth. I mean, at least that's how I would be feeling. But the powers who would be, and how Daryl Morey and them.
Definitely.
You said he acts like a spoiled child that don't get his way, then flip on. Yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly true.
'cause
And that's fact.
I feel like that's not one thing I say for Embiid, but be careful, Embiid. Be careful how you be close with that dude. Because he'll make you feel like you was his boy and all, but once he asks for that trade, watch, he'll do the he did the same thing with Chris Paul. He did the same thing with Chris Paul. The same thing with Howard. The same thing with KD. The same thing with KD. And the Hawk and the GM. He will do it to he will do that to you.
Wait,
Embiid.
hey, well, be more legends. I gotta disagree with you on that. The league is gonna actually be. Listen, we get to a young when he retires. Now we get. I was just talking about that yesterday, young, and I don't know if you
Right.
saw the stream. I said now, they're- listen, you could market around a guy like John Moran. Listen, when you looked at
Mhm.
that young, those two dunks that he did,
Right.
that that got more oops and ahs than the fucking dunk contest alone. And his marketability is crazy. You can market
And that
around
was
a
once
guy like
yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
You can market around LaMelo. This league ain't gonna swelter without LeBron. Trust me.
Yeah.
They're trying to move on.
Mm-hmm.
Be more legend.
No, so once LeBron retire, they're gonna NBA is gonna focus on the young guys. Luca, Trey, Ja, Melo. They're gonna focus on them guys because they're the new evolution. Mm. So I feel like they're gonna focus on the young guys. I lost respect for Garnett when he called on MC for help. John Thompson interview, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I like I said for Garnett, I feel like he's the type of dude that's gonna hold grudges. Cause I do the same thing like that. If you stab me in the back, you did something to me, I will never forget it. I'm still gonna remember that. You know, that's the type of person he is. But this situation, you're 30, you're retired, dog. You, Ray, Paul, y'all retired. Y'all in the Hall of Fame now. Y'all won championships. This happened like 13 years ago. Let it go, dog. Just let it go. Y'all getting old. Y'all getting old. Let it go, dog. Move on. Just move on. Move on, dog. Move on and just let bygones be bygones. Have a conversation with him. We don't want to have a conversation because Paul already talked to him. Problem is Rondo's will. It's like the man trying to tell you, yo, man, Danny's trying to trade us. And you felt certain way about that. But the man was trying to give you a warning. Like, yo, man, they about to trade us, dog. And that's really and with
Yeah,
Boston,
he was in trade rumors the whole.
him and oh my god. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Like, and I feel bad what they did to Ray. Not just the ball, not just the players. Like, the whole GM. Because one, they try to trade him. They try to trade him for the Suns. Then they give a rookie Avery Bradley more minutes than him.
Rondo
Then
and Rondo wasn't making it no better because remember they were doing it. He was playing keep away with him, young in the game.
um
They freezing him.
yeah, because this ain't gonna get no better. Him and Rondo beefing. They tried to get OJ Mayo, because they was gonna trade him for OJ Mayo, and then for the last minute the trade stopped. They was trying to trade him. They was good. They would no, it was dead down. OJ Mayo was gonna get traded for. Gonna get traded. Ray Allen was gonna get traded for OJ Mayo, and Jason Terry came, and they put him in the same position as Wade and give him more minutes. And now when free agency comes, Boston don't want him. And to me, I feel bad for Ray, man. It's like, damn, like y'all trying to trade me? Like, and then also my bad. Every time Boston gets in playoff and they lose, he gets the most blame. Nobody.
When he was the one, he was the biggest responsible for actually, in my opinion, winning the '08.
For real. No, but like I said, my bad. Like people in the comments, like I said, Boston did Ray dirty. They tried to trade him numerous times. They bench him for a rookie, Avery Badley. Him and Rondo got problems, and mostly he always get the blame when the Celtics lose. When Celtics lose, he always get the blame. Boston traded him for OJ. Boston was trying to trade him for OJ Mayo. And then Jason Terry gets signed to play the same position. And when his role got demised. And then once Boston didn't put him in, that was the last straw. He was like, I'm out. And then joined the Heat. Would y'all say Curry's unstoppable? No. Anybody can be stopped. Anybody can be stopped. Nobody's unstoppable. Anybody can be stopped. Curry, we seen plenty of times Curry got stopped defensively.
Hey, hop in, Stephen Green. I see you in the building, man. Mean Stephen Green. Go ahead and hit that tune, Jacob, if you're there. Hop in, bro.
It's that mean, oh mean, Stephen Green.
Anybody, because you say Curry, anybody can be stopped, dog. I've seen a couple times Curry got stopped defensively. The only thing to stop Curry is don't make him off screen when it comes to off screen, when him not getting the ball, when him looking for getting the ball, always be on your toes on him. Or when he gets the ball, be very close on him because he's gonna look for areas to find a spot in threes. Get close on him. Get close on him. Put that pressure on him. And when he doesn't have the ball, be on your toes. Be on your toes with him because he's gonna find some screens to get his shots off. Because when Curry runs around, look for screens. Once you find the screens, stop that. Stop that. That's why you gotta look at John Moran showed it. Alex Caruso shows it. Alex Caruso did it. Because Alex Caruso really put it in Macau Bridges. Them guys really really showed you how to stop Stephen Curry, how to stop Curry. All right, man. So to answer your question, nah, he's not unstoppable. He's not unstoppable.
X Young, I see you holding it down.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm on mute because I'm working, kind of working. Morning to the Queen.
Like I said,
Mrs.
they said it will try. I feel like when LeBron retires, it's gonna focus on the young players. They're gonna focus on Luka, Trey, Ja Morant, LaMelo. They gonna focus on Them guys.
My man B More up in this mud. Stephen Green. Shoot back in the Queen. It's up in here. The Queen. You know what I'm saying, baby? You know what I'm saying, girl? Girl. And Mace Young. We gonna bring back Bad Boy.
Yes, indeed.
Huh?
Yep.
We gonna bring back Bad Boy, y'all. Yeah, Young gonna come with the rapping. I'm gonna come with the vocals. Hey, you know what? That should be. I wonder if Diddy gonna go do a movie.
About his life.
Yeah, he kind of need to do a movie about Bad Boy. You know what I'm saying? Because the Biggie movie, it circled around him. It's circled. Well, it's kind of. I'm gonna say kind of. Like, well, it really didn't go into depth. I guess. Let me rephrase that. I guess basically what I'm saying is that the Biggie movie didn't go into depth of Bad Boys, huh?
I know you're trying to get the Bad Boy movie.
Yeah, see it. Because it really should be like the rise and fall. Really, he really didn't say rise and fall of Bad Boy, but then, you know, if I'm assuming Bad Boy is still it's either a known entertainment. I mean, it is a known entertainment record label, or because the only thing that still makes money from Bad Boy is pretty much Biggie's music and then everybody that was with him. You know what I'm saying?
To me, I don't know, man. Because if Diddy do one, it's gonna be a series, but he gonna leave some parts out.
He gonna what?
He gonna leave some parts out.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the deal. You know where your head's gonna bump at?
Mm-hmm.
The heads are gonna bump with the artists that were signed to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think it ain't worth the publicity rights and stuff like that, man.
No, but he gonna have to go. If you really want to do like a Bad Boy movie, you better bring all information.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk about everybody.
The Biggie, Mace.
You want to talk about
Little Kim,
112.
Your situation with Kim Porter, your relationship with Kim Porter.
Yeah,
J-Lo.
Yep.
He gonna have to bring all that. That's why I said I don't think he gonna go fully truth there. with the movie. I'm telling you, Diddy ain't gonna go that far.
Nah, but it would. You know what? Here's the deal. It'd have been cool, but it also would have showed. What I'm saying is, I don't think, but Diddy don't want every. Diddy ain't finna go make a movie talking about. It's gonna make him look like, oh well, shit. Now we see the rise. We see how Bad Boy started, but then look how Bad Boy ended. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be, he gonna catch a lot of. I think with Diddy rather have a documentary rather than a movie, because in documentary, like you said, he gonna cut out certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna put everything. He gonna put some stuff out. I mean, personal business, I can see that being a separate interview. If it's about Diddy in his personal life, like as far as his relationship with all the different women he dated, because you already know that's Diddy got like 2 good big interviews. He pretty much can really, really make. He don't need the money, but it will. He can definitely be something to talk about, because you already know everybody gonna talk about. Everybody gonna want to know 2-3 questions. What happened with Bad Boy. Bad Boy gonna be
Yeah,
one.
we'll go deep. I'm saying, no, because like I said, he's gonna have to bring up the J-Lo thing and also the Sean
Yeah, right.
situation, the
I was gonna
Sean
get to that.
situation in the club.
Yeah.
He not gonna talk about that. He ain't gonna bring that to the issue. Because like I said, I'd rather see it as a documentary than a TV series about it.
Oh, Stephen Green, you got Boston beating Brooklyn?
Oh, in the playoff or right now?
What you say? He got.
Because if in the playoff,
Boston can beat Brooklyn.
I think Boston might have a chance.
Yeah, they will. I mean, my main thing is I'm questioning the health of Durant and Kyrie and stuff like that. Just depending on what level they on, what they playing on. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. No, but like I said, I don't think Diddy would go that far. He don't want to go through those situations.
Mm.
So I feel like he's not going to talk about that. He's not going to bring that in the biopic. That's where I feel like it wouldn't. I would just see it as a documentary. Like,
no, I was saying that I would see him doing a documentary rather than an actual movie, because he can control that more than an actual movie.
right.
Producers in the movie, they gotta put something in there. They don't want it to be like all 100% just like, you know what I'm saying, precept upon precept. You know what precept upon precept mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not like, things that were said, how things were actually done. But like this, things that actually happened within the industry, or him being the Bad Boys, you know what I'm saying, owner of it, you know what I'm saying, the producer and owner of Bad Boys, they can't put everything completely what it is. Some of it gotta be, they gotta add something else to it. That's why I said documentary. It's more like an interview. We do a documentary, it's more like an interview. Taco Tuesday. Hey, True Viking, girl. Donate up. Get you some of them. Get you some of them carnitas, baby. You know what I'm saying? Put some of that. Put some of that salsa rojo, and some of that salsa verde. Some of that what they call that, tomatillo. That tomatillo. Yeah, you know about that. I know you know about that, young. I know you know about that tomatillo in Florida. See if this thing working.
Yep. Mm-hmm. If you better answer me, sir. She's mad.
Huh?
Like I said, but I don't want to see a documentary. Well, if you're gonna do a documentary,
yeah,
about a biopic, if you're talking about biopics that need to happen, I'll say 30.
Yeah, but do you see the difference though? Documentary, he'll be able to. He can say what he want to talk about and what he don't want to talk about.
I feel like if you're gonna make a biopic,
like a tell-all would be different.
I feel like if you're gonna make a biopic,
you know what I'm saying?
If you're gonna make a biopic, I wanted a Rockefeller biopic.
One of the two, they're gonna make a movie out of one of them. Hey Josie, can you open
You
this?
know, not only just I want a Rockefeller biopic, I also want an Outkast biopic. I really want to see an Outkast biopic. You know.
And what y'all talk?
No, but Jay,
I do a documentary about you. You're not gonna tell you. You can choose what you want to talk about.
no, but like you talking about biopics, I really want to see a Rock Kim biopic or a Pimp C biopic.
Yeah, but though, you see what I'm saying?
I will be because I will
You talk about
be
an actual movie?
yes a movie about Pimp C. Like,
See, the thing is, here's your problem. Here's your
mhm,
problem with that.
yeah,
His family, his wife is gonna have to help co-produce that movie.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Because she knew Pimp C better than anybody besides her and Bun B. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of these like some of these artists, you're not gonna get really real movie time like that.
yeah.
I mean, it'd be like a low budget film.
Some of
But
them,
see,
yeah. I feel like
Bad
that's
Boy,
how UGK movie gonna be. Like the Pimp C
yeah,
biopic would be a low budget, wouldn't be big.
yeah, it'd be a low budget. But Bad Boy, Rockefeller, Def Jam, that would
No,
be
I think Rockefeller might be low budget.
low. That'd
Dame,
be low budget.
Dame might put
Well,
on his production.
well then, well, Bad Boy for
If,
sure
if
could
Jay
do
got in it, if Jay wants to be a part of it, then it's gonna be big. 'Cause,
big, right, right.
yeah,
Oh no, he would have to be. It would make no sense to even trying to produce it. Even if it was a low budget film, it won't make sense to not producing it. You know what I'm
mm,
saying?
I say that. And I say Outkast. I would love to see an Outkast biopic. Mm,
Yeah,
uh,
I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be nice. But the
um,
thing is, a lot of people not. A lot of people. See, you gotta think about it. It only makes sense if it's gonna like like Jay Z. Jay Z probably ain't gonna allow himself to be talked about in no movie, especially if he gonna have to do business uh with Damon Dash. I just don't see that happen. I don't see that happening between Damon
what movie?
Dash and if Rockefeller was to do a movie like that, you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I mean, both of them going because Damon Dash don't work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? If he want to get paid, David Dash gonna want an independent contract.
They were still supposed to be settling it. That they still in the. As far as I don't know if they settled it yet. Did they settle it? Because they were still in a fight, and Dame still feels like he's still trying to get that money.
Yeah, but I would love to see. Like I said, I told.
Oh yeah, we agree with that.
Polo. I would love to see Bruggy, and I said, I would love to see an Outkast biopic.
Oh yes, hey, Young and Jacob knows it too. Andre 3000. I'm sick of him being disrespected as not being one of the top five lyricists of all time. Like nobody mentions this guy.
No, I feel Andre did get mentioned, but I'm upset that nobody mentioned Big Boy. They always uplifted Andre. Like nobody give the props to Big Boy.
Yeah.
Cause I hear a lot of Andre inspiration, but I never heard nobody say about Big Boy. Big Boy can hold his own too. Like
I mean,
Yeah.
but he wasn't on 3000.
he wasn't on his level, but I'm like, you gotta give Big Boy that.
Business wise, so yeah, he was because he can act. They both can act, but I got to give Big Boy credit that he can act.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Shit, he probably making a shitload of money with them dogs, man.
Them Bulldogs.
Yeah. Shoot them pits. Yeah. Probably making
but I said like
making 1,000 a pup.
I will be willing to watch an Outkast biopic. That would be great.
I wish they would do more Young and Jacob on CeeLo Green. They don't realize how talented CeeLo Green is.
Yeah.
You talk about singing, and Jacob, you a singer, and CeeLo Green. What they don't realize, Young, is played pretty much all the instruments, sort of like Flavor Flav.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
What do you think?
But the only movie to me that's gonna make the most sense, in my opinion, is gonna be that'll probably hit the theaters. Probably be Bad Boy. And I would be surprised if DMX gonna be next later on. We talked about
who would play it.
Now, who gonna play DMX? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who you think would play? Who you think would be a good?
But it's a lot of everybody would like to see a lot of those movies. I just think the only other that's like I said they won't necessarily. I'm just talking about like record label wise, because like NWA was a group. You know what I'm saying? Was a legendary rap group, popular. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, man, I'm wondering if they're gonna do another one, but who would be next? And shoot, the only other group I could think of. See, I was thinking like Def Jam. Like Def Jam definitely have to do it because
to me, if I see
it,
I don't want to see it as biopic because if I see it, I don't want to see it because it's gonna break me down. And I was like, I don't want to see that because it will break me down if I see a DMX biopic. And if it cuts some parts out from his life, now I'm gonna get way angry. Cause I was like, I don't want to see that biopic. Like I said, I really wanted to see Outkast biopic, that as well. Also, like I said, I want to see a Rockefeller thing as well, more than Bad Boy, because I feel like Rockefeller got some stories. I want to know like I want to know the situation with him and Jay and Dane. I want to know about the label situation. I want to know what broke them apart. I want to know about Beans and JB. I want to know about Memphis. I want to know how it's. I want to know how it started. I'd rather see that.
Ghetto Boys are biopic.
Yeah.
because they are part of history. And Ghetto Boys had been in the game a long time, and they had several different transitions too.
Oh,
To the,
yeah. Also, I said a Nas and a Rock Kim biopic. Biopic.
what about a Mob Beat? Mob Beat.
Nah, I don't. I mean, Havoc would be. I don't know about Havoc though. I don't think Havoc really don't want to do that.
Or even another one, Young Gangstar, which they don't get no credit. Yeah, Guru and DJ Premier, because DJ Premier is still living, and he could give a lot of his input. I got another one that'll mess you up too, Young. UGK.
Me and Jacob talked about it. I said I wanted to see a Pimp C biopic, but Jacob said that it would have to be low budget and his wife had to be executive producer.
Yeah,
She would have to produce that.
But you got to throw Bun B in there. Why not?
No, that's what I'm saying. He would be producing it too.
Yeah,
because he's the original member. He was his friend, his brother. You know what I'm saying?
But why just Pimp C alone?
Huh?
Why just Pimp C alone? Why not both?
I mean, you can, but you really can't. It don't have much weight. His career would be more determined by what he did with UGK as a group. That's what it's gonna be more centered around.
Bun B was successful as a solo artist, and also he was used in a lot of features with people. Now, okay, I understand what you are saying, though, Jacob and Young. Okay, as far as the brains and the producing and the heart and soul, yes, Pimp C. The swagger, even want to argue the swagger, but as far as the lyricists, catapulting them and carrying on, you gotta have Bun B, because he could have just gave up after Pimp C was gone and stuff, because everybody was like, oh, it's not the same and he'll never pan out, but Bun B kept it going. Would y'all agree?
Yeah, because they rap differently. Bun B raps about the streets, man. Rap about the streets.
True Viking, do you like Pimp C and Bun B and UGK? I know all women love UGK. I have not met a woman that don't love Pimp C or Bun B.
They said a bio. But if you're talking about biopic, I feel like they're going. I feel like they're finna do. I feel like it's going to be Pimp C biopic.
I'm at the All-Star game. Bun B.
Okay, what about Chip and them?
T.I.?
Yeah.
I would definitely watch it.
But see, a lot of these rappers ain't gonna get. They're not gonna get that. They're not gonna get that stardom. The only rapper I can think gonna get that stardom. They're gonna get that movie time.
Ladder and the totem pole.
It's gonna come down to X. It's gonna come down to him. I can see him getting it. Between him and I say between him and like I said, Def Jam, because Def Jam will be centered. Def Jam gonna be centered more like Jay-Z, LL Cool J.
I feel I was gonna say that. I feel like LL Cool J should just need a biopic.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm saying. The movie, look, basically, Def Jam will be basically gonna be talked about.
I'm not saying Def Jam. I said a LL Cool J story, because like his story is incredible. The situation with his father, his father, the mother, his mother, him getting record deal, and and I feel like his story needs to be told, definitely in a biopic. No, because
Like you said.
I also heard that Gucci Man finna have a biopic.
Cause look, you gotta look at these guys' careers single handedly what they did.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta focus at.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? LL Cool J, Jay Z, DMX, solo artist wise, they had a bigger uh impact on society and rap. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. You know, I ain't saying that UGK wouldn't have didn't do like a lot of people didn't know
No, they
anything
already made a
about him.
Def Jam story about it.
Yeah, yeah, I know what I'm saying is if they come out with an actual movie like they did with what's the name? Uh uh
No
what's
limits.
that group? Nah, what's that group?
TLC,
No, uh
NWA.
Wu-Tang Clan.
But
Oh, American
but
Saga.
they did a
You know what I'm saying?
biopic on that though. Let me show you.
American
Yeah, I know
Saga.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about
but
I'm
you
talking
said
about
Def Jam
like
story, but like they already did with the Crush Groove.
yeah, what I'm talking about, see what I'm talking about, like I don't know. That's the reason why I'm bringing them up is because a lot of people want to see what happened between them two, but you ain't got to really watch a movie to see. You know what I'm saying? You can look that stuff up now, find out what happened between Jay Z and uh. I mean, what happened between like Rockefeller how Rockefeller
I
was
was
you know, and you know, uh, like like the rap groups that was popular in the '90s. Like you can do a biography about Boys II Men. They was a popular group.
mm,
Jodeci, you could do something about
yeah.
them. But
Yoshi.
thing is, you got a lot of personal stuff that's gonna get out, and it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work if the personal stuff get out.
Definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Jodeci.
a lot of people.
I
Oh
would
my bad.
see. I would definitely love to see Missy biopic. Missy Elliott. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people. Yeah, that's a fact, Jacob. A lot of people might feel some type of way about what went on. It was the same thing like with Michelle Lee and the whole Dr. Dre situation. Dr. Dre actually felt some type of way about it, and then with the NWA, I'm not saying not that it was a biopic or nothing like that, but with the NWA movie, there were conflicting stories, and there was stuff that was fabricated and wasn't true,
Yeah.
and people have been on record to say it, and some of that stuff they didn't want to disclose when they came out with the NWA movie, straight out of Compton.
It wasn't, yeah, because like Straight Outta Compton, it was a good movie, but it was some of it was fabricated. Um, if you want to talk about like if you want to really gonna make a really about a rapper's life biopic, it got to be right. Like I said, the Wu-Tang thing, I feel like that was the best. That was that was the best. That was the best one. Was that Wu-Tang thing? I feel like they made it into a series. They was the first. They was the first one that made like. They was the first one like, yo, we got to
I
make
like
this.
the new edition.
Mm. And I was gonna say as well. I said
Come on,
those two.
come on, yo,
Those
yeah.
two.
I
But
know
like,
you feeling that new edition.
yeah, those there. Don't forget the Bobby Brown one. Mm. I feel like I said, no doubt too. But NWA they did different. I mean, not NWA. New Edition they did it differently. New Edition they had brought out. They had did the New Edition they did parts of it. Part one, part two, part three. Wu-Tang took another further, was like, yo, we gonna make an episode about it. And that's how I feel like the rappers should follow that route.
And you know what, young? Like, you know who told the story the best and doesn't really get a lot of credit? I don't think so, man. I'm Jacob too, man. You
Yeah,
know,
but
Carcino, Carcino had really, like, you know, with the new edition situation, like, he broke it down to a T. And I even had to, I had to I asked my mom, I was like, damn, was that shit really, because, like, you know, I was telling them, you know, about how, you know, he broke everything down about the situation that was going on with
yeah,
Bobby Brown and New Edition. And she was like, yeah, that was on point. Because for those of y'all that don't know, I was a huge Bobby Brown fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had the Gumby and everything, young. And Jacob probably had the Gumby too. The Gumby was hot back in the day.
yeah, but it was so amazing about how with the new edition, I didn't know some of that stuff happened. I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
that. I didn't
Everybody
know
had a
that.
gummy.
I thought Bobby Brown was the only person that was in the drugs. I didn't in the group. I didn't know Ricky Bell was in cocaine. Mm.
But see,
Yo, young. I'm trying to be like unique. You know what I'm saying? Flip it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but I didn't like I said I didn't know that Ricky Bell was in cocaine. I didn't know Ricky Bell was broke. I didn't know he was in here. He's when he have no money.
they
Yeah,
try to make, and you see, young, they try to make Bobby Brown out to be this like savage, and not realizing that he was the one that was really trying to help Whitney get off, get off of that stuff. People don't know Bobby Brown started to turn his life around before Whitney, but they don't tell you. They don't tell you that sort of thing. He was actually trying to stop it, but they'll make Bobby Brown. Like, if you look at the reality show, I don't know if y'all ever seen that old reality show when Whitney was still living and everything. Like, you'll see that you just can see how, what's it called, was acting. God rest her soul, Whitney Houston. You'll see how she was acting. You're like, man, like Bobby actually trying to be humble in a lot of things. I don't know, just my opinion, just from me observing everything, from my observation.
no, but like I said, that I didn't, like I said, I didn't know that, you know, and same as the Bobby Brown story, I didn't know Bobby was so coked up. He ran around the grass, somebody's house, and like it's just it was just shocking to me. It was probably best jail, but I feel like I said, a Rockefeller biopic. Reason why I said that because I want to know I got to know the history. I need to know what's going on. Like how did the Leah death affected Jay and Dame relationship? And um,
And you know what, young? A lot of people would tell you this too, and Jacob probably knows what I'm talking about. They think that, oh yeah, it was Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown's ego was da 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 da. It was just him. Nah, because Ralph had a way bigger ego than everybody, but they don't tell you that though. What they'll do is they'll make Bobby Brown to be as savage and stuff like that. Because when you think of Bobby Brown, what do you think of? Cocaine. When you think of Bobby Brown, what do you think of? Sex. The sex and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And him wanting to be solo and all that other stuff. I mean, you can't help. You can't help if you're talented. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just can't help it there's always gonna be that one guy in the group that just is more talent. He just got it. You know what I'm saying? And Bobby Brown was that guy.
Yeah. No, definitely, definitely. You would know Ralph was doing drugs well. He was doing cocaine. Well,
Exactly. Exactly.
they don't talk about that in the Bible, Rick. Like, and I was shocked by that. I was like, I thought it was just only Bobby. And I was like, mm, mm.
Yeah, but I think people would want to see that Pepsi, the Pepsi biopic. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Well, we talking that. I feel like that. I said the Outcast one. And I said the Rockefeller one because, like I said, I really want to know what was the issue with Jay and Dame and Biggs. Like, what was the issue between Beanie and Jay Z? What was like the issue with what made them break up? No, I want to know the issue with Cameron, with Dipset and Rockefeller. Um,
Well, you see, man, Cam wanted, Cam and Dipset, but just really just mainly Cam. Him and Jay Z, had they never really saw eye to eye. It was more Cam and Dame Dad, what I'm saying, being that
I would
they were,
definitely, yeah. That's why I said I would love to see that. Yeah. See that.
and like Cam had an ego too. You gotta think about his first, uh, like, okay, come on home with me, man. That's a classic that don't nobody talk about. I talk about it. Now,
Everybody
second,
talk about that was a classic, but I feel like the only classic to me was SDE.
which one?
SDE, Sports Drugs
Yeah,
Entertainment.
yeah, sports drug, and I was getting ready to talk about that, but I didn't. Nah, I felt that "Come On Home with Me," just in my opinion, was
Yeah.
was a lot better. I mean, that was okay, but see, there was a falling out that happened between Mace
And Cam,
and him. You know
I
what I'm
hated
saying?
it. I hated that situation how that went. The two best friends, it was over a money deal.
Right.
You gotta understand, but I understand both parts, Definitely with Maze like because Maze wanted money. I think Diddy pressure him, like you doing this video with him for free? He was like, wait, hold on. You got a triple platinum album. Your album went triple platinum, and you doing this for free. You know, and the horse and carriage thing, the money situation, he was supposed to get paid. On like, no, you ain't. And then and Mace was trying to tell Cam, but Cam didn't know the business at the time. And
And did you ever hear the radio interview when they all got into it though, young?
yeah.
That was
Becca,
crazy. Yeah, when
Pastor.
Jim,
Yeah. I hated it. I was disappointed in Cam for that.
is that you, Deborah?
Is that you, Becca? I hated Cam. I hated Cam for that. No, I mean, not hated. I disappointed. I was that very disappointed in Cam because you support that like that's your homeboy, and I know the situation, with the in the streets, the baby main situation, and all that, you know. But you saying he went to be Mace did the safe thing. I can't get mad. You can't get mad at Mace. They Mace did the same thing. Is people's on you got money on your head, and why would you want to stay there? I would leave too. I would
Yeah,
leave too.
Mace had, but man, Mace arguably I mean, Mates had bars, man. Like I don't think
Oh,
people realize that
he
how.
started that. That pretty boy swag, that slow flow. He started that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
see,
people were trying to take. They were trying to bite.
Fabulous, Wells, and Cassidy. He innovated that. He innovate that. ASAP Ferg. He invented ASAP Rocky. That was him. He was that first one to start that. But people forget that, and they just want to say, "Oh, people want to make fun of him that because he was passionate." But forget all that passion stuff. Forget about the passion stuff. Like '97, talk about '97, Mace. Mm, you know, and like I said, I was mad at Kim because not only that, you let Dame Dash you let Dame Dash get into your head. I'm gonna say the truth. Dame Dash got into his head and he told him, "Why don't you beef with Mace? You're gonna sell records." And he told Mace that. Mace said, "I don't want to do that. That's why I beef with Cam." And that's why I can't be able to always throw shots at him. It's like it's like um and I bet and people I'm put out there. Mace is a better rapper than Cam.
I mean, he was.
He was a
Look,
better rapper.
Mace.
Serious.
Everybody wanted Mace like featured on the song. A lot of them he didn't get 'em, but a lot of people wanted Mace on their song because he could. Hey, Young, am I lying? And you too, Jake, if you're still there, man. Mace could rap with a West Coast artist.
I'm
Mace
here. I'm
could
on
rap
mute.
with a Midwest artist. Mace could rap with a East Coast artist. Mace could rap with a down south. Mace could gel with anybody. Like that's how unique his sound.
Yeah, like I said, um, like you said, no, the Cam thing, I was disappointed in Cam because it's this 20 years old. Like, yo, like why is you still why is you being petty? Let it go, dog. It's like same thing with the KG thing. Like, let it go, dog. It's like, yeah, Cam acting like this is Cam just acting like you squashed the beef with
Yeah,
Jay and 50 and Nas. Why can't you squash it with Mace?
right. Yeah, Cam's ego, man,
It's
through
just
the
his
roof.
pettiness. I don't. That's why I always like Cam. Cam was like a good artist and all that, but Cam is just petty, dog.
Yeah, I know.
Cam just thinks he's in his tune. Think he's just like, come on, man, let it go, dog. Why would you? It's like you keep tacking it's like a bully. You keep tacking that little kid. One day, man, you might never know. One day that little kid will grow up and will hit you.
Right.
And that's how it was. He kept getting Mace. Mace didn't really want to respond to him until that one record. It was one day that record came in. Mace said, "F it, I'm tired of it," and gave him and spanked him with the Oracle, spanked
I,
his ass.
and I wanted Harlem World. Yeah, I wanted that because you saw that he was trying to branch out and actually do something, and they have potential, but it never went any further. But you saw what Mace was actually trying to do because when he came out with Puffy, and can't nobody hold me down. I
Mm.
remember it was yesterday, young. They was like, man, who is this dude? People were projecting him to be. They wasn't even focusing on Biggie for a while
Right.
because Biggie was that guy and everything. And then once Mace came onto the scene, dog, Mace was getting more popularity, gaining more popularity than Biggie. Like that, P Diddy, they were like, nah, we want to see Bates. We want to see Bates. You know what I'm saying? Like Bates was that guy. But yeah, that was a great time in rap too, man. At least at least that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a great time in rap.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Jacob, you back in there, Jacob?
Oh no, them gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we over there working. But yeah, that was an incredible time in rap, man. Like we talk about the '90s, late '90s and stuff, man. Like that was an incredible time of rap, man. Man, give me 1 second, y'all. I'm finna grab me something to eat. Kind of hungry.